I'm just ballin', flossing, rolling through my neighborhood, ballin', flossing, rolling through my neighborhood, ballin', flossing, rolling through my neighborhood.
What's the other joint? What was the other joint we're looking at?
Okay, my will presidential, 10 presidential, money presidential, bitches presidential, everything black, so you know I'm presidential.
He gonna hook up in the front center, and he gonna pull at an angle that way.
Riding through the hood with my top down, she know I like it better when the top down. Niggas hating on me cause I'm hot now. No surprise, I know why I'm getting money, yeah. It's a lovely day, so I'ma ride the city. Cup full of something to slow down my senses. These designer shoes cost a nice penny. That's $750, we talk Pacifics. That Rose Gold compliment.
All right, we are back with Project Lex, and guess what? We are on the suspension overhaul, man. As y'all seen in the last video, we identified all the issues that we was able to find concerning the suspension and the undercarriage, like the stuff that we just noticed, you know what I'm saying? So everything that I've ordered is here. So as a matter of fact, let's take a look, man. Let me show y'all what I got. So I got the front sway bar bushings. These are the hardened ones by Siberian Bushing. So in the yellow, these are the rear sway bar bushings. Same thing. We got the front lower not traction arms, front lower the front lower arms, whatever. I forgot, I'll figure it out. Oil filter. This is your hanger. This is a polyurethane hanger for the muffler system because the rubber one busted, broke. This is a lot stronger. So I'll put this on the undercarriage on around midway of the car because I noticed the one that was up did split. So this is a replacement for that. And the biggest thing of all, which is not the last, but not the last, and neither the least, but the bolt. This is the bolt that was missing that caused me to feel like I was about to lose a back tire when I was driving. This is what kicked off the entire, I guess you could say, evaluation of the system. Oh shoot, noticing that bolt right there, for that upper rear traction arm, came completely out. Well, this is the new bolt, in, nut, washer, and we'll make sure we get it pushed on, tightened up well, because that was not good, man, riding with this wheel, being able to shift like this. But we're not done. So what else I got is, when I say overhaul, man, we are doing the front suspension, man. We got your upper A arms, which go up here. Right there, they'll be up there, right up on the top side. New bushings, because you know why? You start seeing that black stuff around, those bushings are gone. Those joints are gone. We got this component right here, which is, I don't know the name for everything, but this goes on the bottom of here. Under here, you look in the last video, you'll see I got up under there. Y'all gonna see me change it out anyway, so. But this goes up under here on the inside right here. And we got the ride ends. These are the ride ends that connect to the front sway bar. But most of all, and hopefully we'll cross our fingers on this one, the front sway bar, the Megan front sway bar. This is one of the most biggest pieces of performance enhancement that can go on a Lexus. When I say day and night, when you look on the Lexus forums, and those of y'all on the Lexus forums that follow me on there and are already part of the Lexus forum that have this on your car, y'all know, I learned this from y'all, man. This right here will yield about 150% increase in your front body roll. Your body roll right here, your entire car body roll. And there's a front sway bar and the rear sway bar. The rear sway bar, they say it's probably about a 10% increase, but the front one is like 150% increase in body roll when it comes to the stability of the car, which makes a impressive, magnificent difference. Of course, it also comes with its own bushings, which I won't be using. These are little softer ones, the softer bushings, but won't be messing with those. Now let me tell you all about this sway bar. So I have not been able to find the sway bar that said GS430. Everyone said 350, 2006, 350, 350. I swear I was going left and right. And for some reason, I'm trying to remember back when I first had this in my cart and I never bought it back then. I think the 430 and the 350 one may fit. So we're gonna cross it up on this one, and hopefully this mug fits the 430 like it fit the 350. I'm gonna get up under there and I'm gonna see what I got, man. And if not, we're gonna just change the buttons out and keep it rolling, because I cannot find one that says 430. But the positive end, the bright side, I found 2 listings that showed a different front sway bar that said for the 350 and the 06 430. And I'm like, if the 06 350 one could fit the 06 430 one, and this one only said 06 350. You thinking what I'm thinking? Damn right. So we went ahead and bought that. And what I'm gonna do, I guess today, I'm gonna start off with some simple stuff. I'm not gonna get too heavy into the repairs tonight because it's already late. But tonight I will attack these rear sway bars, bushings, and I'll put this hanger on tonight. And I'll pop that bolt on. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll get these repairs going. All right. So first of all, let's see if this, like we kind of fore out. I'm gonna have to see if I can. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna get it lined up. Let me see. I'm gonna have to somehow adjust this to where I can line this up to go in that hole, because what happens is this is slid out this way in this direction some. So now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it pushed in more so I can get this bolt all the way through, because it needs to be back about a half a centimeter is about a half a centimeter off here. So let's figure out how I'm gonna do this. Okay, let's see what this does. I'm gonna try to see if I can lift this up. That wood smashing. Okay, something's going on up top. Got a little something. Okay, got movement or something. Where that bolt at? Let's see what we doing. See how far out we are. Okay, we gotta come back up. We gotta come back up. Use the hammer so I can beat that bar up a little bit. All right, see, I can see what's going on. I'm able to get this thing moved now. I see what kind of, how the force is looking based on what it's trying to, the direction it's trying to go in. Let me see if I can get y'all better angle, because it's hard working. Let me get y'all zoomed in and backed up. All right, so what happens is when I take the screwdriver, which I have it in already, and I stick it in here, and I pry it, see, this whole joint moves. So this is the problem I was having when I was driving. I feel like my wheel about to fall off, because this whole right wheel is moving back and forth. So I'm gonna have to get some pressure, not up, but forward, in order to get that to go in. So I'm gonna need pressure against here, or leverage, probably using a rope or something and going out this way to pull the axle. Let me see what I can do. Try to assist myself without having to make too much trouble. If I can get the screw started, I can move it enough to get it going. That's really my problem. So I just need a little leverage to move it forward. Man, there's really not that much pressure. I'm gonna try to go ahead and leverage this using my body weight. Seems like it's a small amount. Dang, it's like right there. Okay, so if I hold it right now, yeah, I need to get a little more force. I don't want to knock these jacks off. Hold on. Let me figure this out, man. So y'all see what I'm doing? I got the wheel jacked up. I'm trying to leverage between these two upper and lower traction bars, and I have to still keep the flathead screwdriver in to try to align where I want this to be, because the alignment keeps shifting. All right, that's vertically. Now let me try to bend the bar. That's a little bit. Ooh, it's like right there. Like right there. Let me see how far off it is. Oh, it's like right there. So I gotta go straight in now. It's almost lined up. Okay. So I need more horizontal leverage to go in with it. It's lined up with the hole. So it means now, make sure it lined up and give it a hard press. Okay, that's a start. We got the screw started, which is a big achievement. So now I'm gonna have to kind of shift it around while I'm screwing it so I can get those threads started and go in further. Now I'm not gonna update y'all through this whole process, but I will tell you what I did to get leverage. I took this pry bar, let y'all see with the camera, and I leveraged it between these two bars right here. And that's enough to give me some traction, some torquing that'll go in this direction, which helped me move the wheel there, which gave me that slack. So I'll come back to y'all when I get this on. It's gonna take some little hand and muscle work to get that screw all the way lined up and going all the way through, but that was the hardest part. Okay, got the screw through. Just have to pry on the same spot again. Now I got it out all in. Perfect. All right, I'm now under the wheel, and so I can see what the rear sway bar bushing is. Come right up under here. The light up on it, and right here, right where it's illuminated. This right here. That's your rear sway bar bushing. So we're gonna pull that out. We got 2 bolts right here. Pop these 2 bolts off, and I'm gonna pull that bushing from around there and rebolt it back, and that should be pretty quick and easy. So I say. All right, so let me turn this around, let y'all get this in live view. Let's see how easy this looks as we do it together. Y'all see from here. Where's it at? Right here, you can see. So you can't see it from there. It sucks. We're gonna have to reposition you. There we go. Now we got some light. Oh, we got some light. I'm gonna get some pliers to separate that. There is a slight tension on that bar. I'm gonna need to get some pliers to pull that off because it's kind of attached to that metal a little more. We'll be right back with some pliers. All right. Come on, man. I can't stand this little roly-poly light. What the hell is keeping it from standing up? Let me see what is in here. Okay. You're gonna have to do a little work to get this off. I can tell right now. It's that joint. And then we'll kind of mill it out a little bit. Yep. So I see what's gonna have to happen. I'm gonna have to basically like almost cut that off of the bar. And once I cut it off of the bar, I pull this whole thing off. Then I'll grind it out the back. Then I'll put the new one on and rebolt it back down. So it's gonna take a little more work than I thought. They don't just pop off. They're actually attached to the metal, kind of like glued in there or something. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I see how I can cut it off pretty easy. I'll get through this slot and I'll just kind of slice right down the side. All right, so instead of doing it the way I was doing it, I'm about to remove the whole rear sway bar. And it's actually not that hard. Take a look. Yeah, your sway bar ends here and it goes to your end link right there. Your end link goes down right here. So I unbolted that, which is 1, 2, 3 bolts on this side. I go do 1, 2, 3 bolts on that side. Then after just kind of get the end point lower link out of there, then I'll swivel the whole back sway bar out and get it on the table. And that way I'll be able to work with it a lot easier. So let me go ahead and knock these other 3 bolts on this other side out. Okay, so start with this lower bolt. Ooh, gotta watch on this side. This is the driver's side. This is the level switch. There's a level sensor on this side. So make sure when you're pulling it out that you see the sensor bracket right there and how it's adjusted. So it's slotted right here, so it goes right back in the same way. But just make sure you put this on here because this sensor is reading. So let me get this out, pull this out. and make sure that will get put back in. Let me unbolt. This first bolt always be hard. Let me get my other impact. Okay, time for the Big Daddy. You want to play rough? Okay. All right, we got her out, dropped out. Let's go ahead. So I got that hanging. Pull this bolt out. Bolt number 2. Wherever I put bolt number 1. Okay. Now, just pull up on these. It's coming out slowly, but it's coming. There you go. It's working. It's coming slowly but surely. Surely. Let me get something to pry this thing out. Little joint doesn't want to slide out this slot. There we go. Got a little pry on there. Little pry. Got a little pry on there. That's all. So just a little pry, and then I'll do the same for the other side. 1 second. Hey, we have the rear sway bar out. We'll bring it to the bench. Clear spot. And we'll examine the rear sway bar on the workbench. As you can see, this is the side, rear passenger side, that I was trying so hard to get off. And this is the driver's side. And I should have just ordered new end links. Looks, well, had moisture in there. They don't look, oh, they are deflated. They do have a bit of deflation. So we'll go ahead and order some real end links, because I mean it's too easy just to go ahead and replace these while I have them out. Now let's work on getting these off. Okay, getting it off was a lot easier than I thought. Basically just took a flathead and I hammered it all the way down like this. And you see how I just jar it open more and more. Then pried it open just like that. Look at that, I just finished it off. And there you go. So now once we got that, now you can work on getting this pulled out and separated and put back in with the new bushing. Okay, let's do it in real time. All over again. I'm gonna find the slot, the little slot right where the crack is. So we start bending it. Last time I had the end of it open, but this time I'm not even gonna do that. See that? Almost. That side off. Flathead down the other side now. Boom. Like so. Not so bad. Good thing I took it off, because I will never get that off. What did I call? Hell no. I'll let y'all see the last one. This is how I'm getting all the rubber out the inside. Basically the same technique, but I'm doing it on my other vise now so it can grip a little stronger. But just take your flathead, pinch it right against the edge, and start separating it. Like that. Get your rubber out. Now you can just take a little grinding wheel or something and grind the rest of that rubber out. Just get most of it out, and you'll be good to go for the next bushings to go on. Okay, the process that I did not show y'all just now took me about 45 minutes. What I did was I got my cutting blade because it was the best thing I had. Y'all probably could find a better tool for my Dremel. And I really went through and I just chiseled out. After I chiseled out as much as I can with this, I chiseled out using the cutting blade. And after I got the wheel down to the right diameter by just using some cutting, went back and forth in here. And then just smoothed it out. Smoothed the bracket, almost like re-sanded it out. Well, refiled it, whatever you want to call it. So now we're down to our bushings, and you got this is your upper, your lower was your deeper. Let me see. So these two your lowers, your upper is your more flatter one. So you got this will go into the upper. No, the lower, the upper will be deeper. Yeah, this will go into the lower. That's the lower. And this part will go onto the upper, and then you can compact that around the bushing, around the ride, and that's your bushing installed. And once you screw it in, it's going to compact real tight. Make sure you put your joint, your compound, your lubricant inside of here though before you put it back on. So let me go ahead and get this on and get these installed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this off because my bushing will have to slide over this and slide down. I'll probably end up taking some of this off because I got a little residue right here too. But regardless, I'm about to take this off, so I'm using my heavy impact gun to knock this off. Hold it back. Now you're supposed to have a set hex key inside when you break it, but since I got it off, maybe to cheat it a little bit with this impact. So I'm gonna set this right here. My bar is facing this way, orientation with the writing right here. The writing is upside down. And I'll do the same thing for this side right here. Just hold it a little bit. Hold it a lot bit more now. Okay. Well, that one's off. Okay, after now about an hour 15 minutes of hard labor, I got managed to get these clean. And this is total time. This is not additional hour 15 minutes of after I did these. So between grinding all this down and getting these cleaned out, I use this little Dremel blade and just going up and down constantly, just towards just knocking the debris away. Because if you keep it on there too long, it starts to melt it too much. Well, finally managed to get this cleaned off. This is pretty intense. So now, down to getting my bushings put on, and just kind of get an idea. Of course, you're gonna have this bar, and actually the correct orientation is supposed to be on the back of the car with the number up right here. So it'll be on here. These, which are actually the same exact things. They're not a left and a right. They're just whichever one it is. You'll put these inside of here. But before we do that, and this one had oily water inside of it. I keep saying I'm gonna get a new one, but probably refill it. Probably we put some oil in there with that needle thing I got. But in the meantime, it's not that big of a deal to me. Let's get these bushings on. Wipe this one off. I've been touching it while it's dirty. My hands are dirty. I'll get dirty under the car anyway. Just make sure the inside's cleaned out. And I'm gonna try to stretch it. Yep. I'm gonna be to make it. So let's get this lubricant on there. Boom, boom. That one. This one. Boom. I'm gonna give you plenty of lubricant. Plenty. So, again, make sure y'all can see this side. Pop it on. Boom. Boom. That side's on. Now, they're both on. Now, of course, you got your two brackets. You got your deep ones, which doesn't have the ridge on it. The ridge ones are the top ones. So, they'll go on the bottom. I'll put this on the thinner side, the 9 with the deep ridge. The deep ridge side goes on this bracket. This has to go right here. And same for this side. Deep ridge here. And then the deep bracket on the bottom. And they clamp on. Just like that. If I'm not mistaken, the ridge was facing the front of the car, which I'll actually check in a second with the video. And they go on just like that. So in the meantime, let's get these put back on. My end links. I just love how I went from saying I'm gonna buy some more of those to I'm gonna lube them to now I'm just putting it back on. I just love it. Trust me, these are gonna be day and night. I know that. I don't know nothing else. I know that. Drop my bracket. That's it right there. Quick little tap. I know it didn't look like it was that crazy hard, but this is on 3 right now, so I wanted them little taps to be like some real love taps. Yeah, this thing is on here. You bet you believe it. All right, so let me get up under here, straddle this bar back cross, and put it back under. Okay. Oh, that's where that camera is probably the biggest time user, time waster in the equation. So this is why when I record things and give y'all helpful information, y'all watch these videos, you guys should subscribe, because I could be done with this without a video in less than half the time. So you guys should definitely show some appreciation for the dedication, what I'm doing. So please hit the like, and first and foremost, should have said this first, subscribe to the channel. Please. Please, 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 please. Like doing the work on my car, but I do not like recording every time I do it. It takes so much time. So much time. But I do this for you guys, so you can watch this video, see what the hell I did wrong, and know never to do that shit again. Okay. Alright. I will not tighten. 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 Okay. Come on. Get your behind up and around. And make sure you're gapped in there pretty darn tight. Yeah, that pressure's already there. Alright. Let me so I get this slid up in here. Use some of that lubricant, a good old lubricant. Go up in there. And I'll do the same for the other side. Okay, now that I got that tightened and on, I'll be focusing on something that's not on you guys' car. That exhaust hanger from my dual exhaust, which I still think I want to redo again, because I have those bullet resonators up there. I want those gone. I want that straight pipe to the X pipe. I'll get rid of those, and I also thought about changing these mufflers out and putting the duals on, like the dual tips on the back end, but I will need a new bumper, which that's another hunk of money that the channel isn't generating. But yeah, anyway, let me get this hanger changed out. It's just like right above. Ooh, get a neck cramp. I know one thing. I want to put this one on. It's a lot harder. You can hear. Let me get the other one out. I'll be right back. Okay, we've reached the conclusion of the day. I removed the rubber hanger and replaced it with the universal polyurethane one. This is the old one. There's nothing much there to see, but that's it, part one. Suspension overhaul. We'll be coming at y'all at the next video right after this one. But I am done for the night. Probably like 11 o'clock. Probably like 11:30. Let me see. Oh my God, it's 12:30. Hey, I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Deuces.